Hey, just wanted to pop back in here. I got this corner here done, and I was insanely pleased with how this here turned out. Just to get it that straight and to be able to get that to float, I was insanely pleased with that. If I could get if I get the three other corners to turn out as good as this one, I would be super happy. But that's kind of what we're looking at now. I mean, it just really, maybe I'd give you a little depth perception here. Just gives you a little bit better feel for how these rooms are gonna turn out. I mean, they're pretty good sized. But anyway, I just want to pop in there and let you know how excited I was as far as how that corner turned out. Hey, before I get too far on this, I kind of wanted to tell you kind of what my game plan is and why I'm doing what I'm doing here. I got basically about 4 feet from this seam here to about here, so I'm going to run a full 4-footer there. And what I'm just trying to do is I'm trying to maximize the material I've got. So basically when I cut this smaller chunk here, I should be able to take that chunk, the opposite side of it, and it should go right here, much like, okay, got a 4-footer here and then piece in this. That's why, because it seemed like I was just burning up too many sheets on my count and stuff. And what's nice here, this is exactly 4 feet. Problem is you end up cutting up, it's like 52 inches, if I remember right, to floor to this side. And I really didn't want to run it side to side because who really wants a 4-inch rip at top? So that's why it's going to go up and down here. So that's kind of what's happening here. But what I did get done over here, which I really like this, is kind of how this is seaming up here. And what I'm really needing to do and make sure I get done right is I make sure I get these seams super clean, because if I don't get those clean and looking straight, it just ain't gonna look very good. But you can see it kind of got a little bit of extra gap there and kind of there. That's just how it's gonna be. Let's just say there's a slight swale in the cathedral framing here. You know, it's an old home and that's just all you can do. That just gets covered up either with let's say put some backer rod in there and then caulk it, or you know, whatever. That's different time to adjust that. But the main thing that I need to make sure I get done, and I get done right, is this seam. Got to keep that straight. The toughest part about getting this straight is I can already see it where I went from here to here. I got that nice, but from right here to this point, it kind of wants to tail back this edge here. So maybe I should have cut this point here back a little bit, but you know, once again, you're kind of dealing with old stuff. So I'm hoping I can make that look clean as heck, because like I said, from this point to this point, that's where that angle wants to be. From this point here, it, like I said, it wants to go back that way. So it'll be interesting to see what I could do there. But I just wanted to show you that and what I'm attempting to do to make that look good. But as of right now, I'm liking it. It's a heck of a lot better than plaster that was falling off the ceiling. So I'll holler back at you. Hey, J-Bro's popping back in here. Yeah, at the house remodel, I wasn't going to do a video before I had the place fully painted, but there's a couple things that got added that I thought were worthy of doing a video on before I do the final painting. So what we ended up adding was this corner pantry. And for me personally, I am way bigger of a fan of having pantries than cabinets. And for me, as the guy doing this stuff, it's cheaper for me to throw up a pantry, and they're way more functional than cabinets. Because if you factor this, for me to frame this operation up material wise, and then a door and stuff like that, let's say a door is like 140 bucks, plywood probably got $100 in material, so let's just say 250 bucks, let's just say $300 to do this corner pantry as is. If you were to do cabinets here, let's say corner cabinets, uppers, lowers, you're probably talking, let's say 3 cabinets on the base, what this is, and let's just say 3 uppers. Let's just say on those cabinets you're averaging $250 a cabinet. So 250 times 6, boom. That's a lot of friggin' money for cabinets versus throwing up one of these that's way more functional. With that being said, that's what I have done in the bulk of my places. We find that we hardly ever put stuff in our upper cabinets in the places where we live, because we have pantries, and then usually our dishes go in pull-out drawers, and that's how we roll. But with that being said, there's the pantry. I think it turned out great. I'll have a 12-inch cabinet right here. That's probably for pots and pans. The sink will go here, not that one obviously. Dishwasher right here, and then an 18-inch cabinet right there. With that being said, I did get some paint on the wall. So this is the first primer on this plywood. I hate to say it, we see a couple imperfections here and there, but you from a distance, can you even tell that this is plywood? Obviously we can tell it's plywood, but there's that old kind of barnwood that was left on there. In person, that looks super cool. And this here is this primed right here. The reason why we primed this, for one, we wanted to test it out, see what it looks like, and for two, we're gonna move a whole bunch of crap in this room so we can finish sanding this wall here. And then basically what we got going on, because I don't think I ever got a video in here, this is done. This is where the bathroom's at. I don't think you guys have ever been able to see this bathroom, but that's where the vanity would go, that's where the toilet would go, and then that's kind of the vaulted ceiling. But what's in here using the stairwell is a toilet and a vanity, so that's perfect. This is where I boxed out for the heat run to get up here. Actually blended in really well. So this is a downstairs bedroom that I had been cutting out of, and this is pretty cool as well. That is not done right there, but I demoed this out. We wrapped this up, and this is basically the walk-in closet. That's just huge. So pretty much you can do whatever. The one thing I was kind of laughing with a friend of mine, it's like, really, because this is a 4-bedroom, 1.5 bath, really a person could be in, that this door is here, somebody could have this room as like an office. So you meet your clients in here, and then you got your half bath, and yeah, so you could actually have a house plus an office in this house. But so anyway, that was just something we were kind of chit-chatting about. So it's versatile. So the bulk of this stuff is sealed and stuff. Obviously I got some random plywood to do up here. I started blocking this stuff out here right there, so I was throwing 2x in there. That wire kind of got in the way, so I got to do a little bit different blocking there, but I think that's going to be okay to block those ends off and cover that up. Yeah, I'll give you a quick run upstairs, because for the most part this is all sanded and ready to paint. I still haven't got to this room, but guess what? This is what I am tasked with doing today. But this is all sanded and whatnot, ready for paint. And then this is the heat run that I ended up tracking up here. Once this heat run got in for this upstairs, this whole air just flows super great up here. Because at one point it felt like it was kind of chilly in areas up here, but once that other heat run got installed, we're good to go. But yeah, my main task is to knock this out, and then the game plan tomorrow, fully clean everything, fully touch up holes, and we'll be painting. And that's the goal, because we're right now on a timeline, that this has to be done the 15th of this month. So how's that gonna happen? I guess get the old J-Bros kids over here and get them cleaning stuff up and get them filling holes, and guide the paint master around. But yeah, anyway, I figured I'd give you a heads up on here. I'm super pleased with where we're at. I think the painting of the plywood with the touch up after the fact, I think it's gonna work out. Please like, subscribe, let me know what you think down below. J-Bros out. Hey, J-Bros popping in here. This is day 2 of the 10-day challenge of trying to get this operation done. I think I already popped back in here. We got that kitchen area cleaned up. This is kind of the staging area where we did the one coat of primer on the plywood here. We finished up this plywood here. All that needs to be done right now is wrap this edge there, and that is done. Right now we're working on these holes just got filled yesterday, and we're looking to get those sanded and whatnot. We got this trunk here filled up. This is where the sewer and water lines ran across through here, so we decided to block it off like that. Just need a chunk there and right there, and then that's blocked off. And then down over here, I think I already pointed this out, but started blocking that out along the edge there, so that'll get blocked out. Should look clean enough. This room here is basically done. All this stuff here is about ready to get hauled out and will be gone today. And then this here is that entry door, but ultimately will be the walk-in closet. So that's pretty much done there. Yeah, what else? We'll see where we're at upstairs. I think there's just like 5 sheets that need to go up here because the bulk of this stuff is sanded, like I showed you before. So this here is plywooded here, and this I think turned out pretty nice, just like the other room did. So like I mentioned before the other day, it's plywood. This is basically 2 sheets here. This is basically 1 sheet here, 1 sheet here. So that's 4, 5, and let's just say 6 sheets. So I'll be able to squeeze some scraps in here, but then get the floor patched, get that plumbing done. This is all ready to go and be done. And then we just need to touch up the holes in that room and we're good. This is ready for paint in here. This is ready for paint in here. And the bathroom's ready for paint. So I would say tomorrow we're painting. So that's kind of what's happening right now. But long story short for today, we need to get the last of the plywood up and the whole entire lumber, plywood, all that stuff needs to be up and out of here. And we should be able to see a lot of progress tomorrow. So we'll see what we can do today. Yeah, this is about where I'm at right now. I've got to transition the outlet here, losing some daylight. Got that panel up there. Obviously one more sheet of plywood there. Got this closet here, and then that panel there. When I started off in this room, I cut that sheet, darn near had it all the way screwed off, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, I remember there's an outlet there. So yeah, I didn't screw it and notch that out. But with that being said, going pretty good, because what I've kind of been doing as I've been putting sheets, because if I was just sticking to putting up sheets, I'd honestly already be done with this. But I've been cleaning up the whole operation, and then I had to make a quick trip to the store because I was short some stuff. And then, yeah, my phone's been kind of ringing. But, yeah, coming along pretty good. I'll just give you a quick pass through. Nothing's really changed down here. Just moved some stuff around. And, yeah, got it pretty clean. So, I think second shift is coming here shortly. And we'll see what we can do. Hey, so here we're back. Shift 2 did pretty good. Because when I left here, obviously there was none of this stuff filled, so we're sitting here with this all covered. I mean, I can just imagine here when we drop this paint on, and with the imperfections getting filled, I have a feeling we're going to come out with a pretty decent product. Like I said, I keep getting less and less skeptical of what we're doing. Obviously, is it traditional to do it this way? No, it's not, but it's a big money savings. The only reason, like I mentioned before, is why this panel is not touched up yet. I am going to be doing this today, and maybe I'll just walk you through that on a video. Just got to put in Moen faucet, so I got to connect that. I think I got all the parts and fittings. So that's on the docket right now. This room is relatively cleaned up. I finally plugged that hole in the floor, and if anybody didn't see before, the reason, if you go look at some of my past videos, the reason why there's a hole in the floor is because the bathroom used to be over here, whatever, and I can show that a different opportunity. But I had this tub here, and then we were like, well, what are we going to do for closets? So I had all this effort of putting this tub in this spot, and it was basically already plumbed in. And wife's like, well, let's put a closet here and mirror the closet on the other side, which was totally made sense. So we pushed the bathroom forward. Anyway, but that's why that hole was there, and that's why I finally patched that in. Next phase is right now, this is getting another coat in here. I'm going to come in here, vacuum all this junk up, because all plywood and whatnot is done in here. So the only thing that needs to be done is one more coat, clean the plywood, and ready for paint. Same thing in this room. Back in the floor. This is actually done. I don't think any more filling holes needs to happen in here. And I think this room here is basically done as well. This just needs a vacuuming as well. So pretty much this whole upstairs, we're talking finished project. And I finally did get to this here. I finally found some extra scraps. Glad I waited, because yeah, so that's finally done. And then what we're going to do here, we come up with the idea, because this is kind of more of a farmhouse rustic, we're just going to drop a 2x6 on here and shoot her down there, and we might put a 2x6 on the front face here, or that might be plywood, don't know, but the top is probably going to get a 2x6 overhanging on both sides. And this is pretty much done. I'm going to wait to put the full treads down until I do the paint. Down here, I pretty much went through this again, but I'll give you a rough idea. This is for the most part cleaned up. I just cleaned up this spot. I have 1.5 sheets left there and some scraps. The only thing that I'm aware of that I need to do plywood on right now is that chunk right there. So that's all for there. And then on this side, it's just this wrap here, there, this wrap right here. Then I think this whole half of the house is, or the, the upstairs and downstairs would basically be done. And yeah, if I didn't show the bathroom before, that's basically ready to go. I did notice the sewer drain that was into the wall, that got covered up. So I'm gonna have to either unscrew that panel, but I think I can guess and drill a hole where I've got that. But that got covered up, but I gotta get to that. But this is all plywooded. This is all plywooded in here. Oh, yep, and I gotta wrap this here. So really, yeah, that's where we're sitting. And right now we're sitting the 7th of the month, and the goal is to be done by the 15th. So 8 days to go. Can I get it done? I think so, because we've got cabinets and pad, our carpet pad coming the 10th. So either tonight or tomorrow, more than likely tomorrow morning, we'll be throwing a coat of primer on this, and then probably go through the house and maybe do some touch-ups with the primer. And after that, it's a coat of paint. So hopefully it's painted Monday, finished coat. Cabinets come in and carpet comes in. And I believe the guy said Wednesday he's going to try to come out and install the carpet, because I don't install carpet because I suck at it. But I'm going to show you this utility room. I don't think I ever have brought you guys down here, but this turned out really, really good. Mind you, down here, this was a disaster. And it might look like a disaster to you guys here, but this is paradise for a utility room of this age. Obviously, at some point, let's say back in the 1970s, they did some cinder block in here. This is what this wall looks like. That's called some old school castle building right there. That's what I kind of love about these homes. And basically you just get some of the the old mason crap that they would put in there. Well, that just broke down over the years and started crumbling. So there was stuff, you know, littered all down here. So I just spray foamed everything. And probably eventually I will get a thick coat of spray foam on that. And then right here is new panel. And I got to get my electrician back here. I should have called him this week and I forgot. But I got to let him know that I'm going to need him to come out here sooner than later. That is a hot water heater. It's a gas one. There used to be Junky's water softener here and some other junk. Well, I hauled all that crap away out of here. And then if you care, there used to be a beam going down right here and then basically one kind of right here. So there was a kind of beam where this brick thing is at and then over there. Well, they just had this floor all messed up. So I cleaned that up. And yeah, there used to be a post over there. I cleaned that up. But yeah, like I said, this was all dirt. Like this was just terrible. And it's obviously needs a final detail cleaning. But yeah, enough about the crawl space. And then of course I built these nice little quick steps to get here. What I need is like a pipe handrail, you know, that kind of rustic gas pipe, you know, put a 90 up here and the pipe down and a 90 down there. I think that'd be pretty cool. But anyway, yeah, so that's that spot. And like I said, over in this room here, the addition, they got that knocked out, obviously. And like I said, this is the storage room, so I'll plastic this off when we paint. But I wanted to give that quick update on where we're at. Like I said, 8 days to go. I'm not scared, but I think the people that are helping me out, they're like, are we going to make it? I think so, because when it comes to these homes, it's all the junk that we've done as far as adding, fixing floors, flattening stuff out. It's all that stuff that's taken me, let's just say, the 6 months to get to this point. You know, it's crazy how long that stuff takes. But once you get it to this spot, which looks scary and rough, the rest of this stuff is really a 2-week breeze. Because you've already did kind of the hard work, and then a lot of this stuff gets delegated to subs, you know, like the carpet guy and stuff like that. So usually those guys come in with crews are done in a day. And of course, anybody knows once you put carpet down in a place, yeah, it's mega transformation. So that's where we're at right now. But yeah, I'll either holler back later today, see if I got any updates. If not, I will just include it in tomorrow's. J-Bros out. Hey, J-Bros popping in here. We got this room done. I'm pulling off this panel right now to get the fixture hookup for the shower. This room is vacuumed, ready to go if I didn't already show you that. I had to fix up that ceiling there a little bit for a crack that was too big. Got that done. This is ready to go. We're just going to have to leave the ladder in here to help spray. But this is ready to go, prepped up for paint. I'm just double checking here. Yep, this room's ready to go, prepped up for paint. So pretty much, I'm hoping it's probably gonna be like 2 hours. This will all be primed white. So this is ready to go here. Obviously, you've already seen the shower many times. I finally put these panels on, if I didn't already say that already. I just noticed now I've got to cut this edge off, and I'm going to put a top 2x6 that I already mentioned there. So that's what we got going on upstairs. I'll give an overview here of the downstairs quick, but that's where we're sitting here. All right, so shower tub is hooked up. This room is going to get this plywood panel put back on here. Right now we're getting the bathroom masked off because the fixtures are there. Everything's done up here, which I already mentioned. And if I forgot to mention too, we are on 6 days left where this place needs to be done. So this is where we're at down here. I would say huge transformation from where it is. So we're basically going to go and in this back room, we're just gonna cover this stuff because this is the one we had already primed. Obviously we got to hit the ceiling up, but we can always do this later because this does not have carpet, because our carpet guys are coming 2 days from now. So we're just gonna plastic from this corner over to there. So I'll paint that and be good to go there. So this is all gonna get hit. This is all sanded, covered up. I don't think I showed. Yeah, this is all done in here. Yeah, and what's obviously cool, which probably anybody would already know anyway, when we put the plywood and got the insulation and all that stuff on this place, is so sealed up nice. It's not drafty at all. It really killed the noise from the road, which we're right off a major road here. And this here is the closet. So yeah, so this basically needs to get knocked out. If we get really ambitious, which I don't think it's going to happen, because the primer that we're using, it said 1 hour between coats. I highly doubt we'll get the finished paint on today, but we're going to prime this whole entire house today, and then probably finish paint tomorrow. And in between the primer drying overnight, we'll probably go back and touch up anything that may or may not need to be touched up. But we're at the finishing end here, and those are those blocks that I was talking about that I ended up doing up there. So I thought those turned out really good. And like this spot here, I'm just gonna spray the back side of that. So there's just too many wires there, much like there and much like here. You just can't really get blocks in there. And if I do decide to do something up there, I can always paint that lumber later, but that's kind of what we're looking at there. Yeah, there was just so many miscellaneous things that had to be done late that took us so long to get to this point. But with that being said, everybody else is panicking that we're not going to have this done in 6 days. But it's not about being 100% done. It's basically being 95% done, because if I didn't already say, cabinets come, yeah, today's Monday. Cabinets come Wednesday, and that's when flooring guys come, or excuse me, cabinets come tomorrow, and we can always throw that stuff in the middle of the room and plastic over it and paint around it. But carpet install is Wednesday. So that's where we're at, but I'll keep you guys in the loop and see if we can meet this deadline. But I think we're gonna make it to where I want to be, but we'll see. Hey, J-Bro's back in here. This is where we ran out of primer last night. This is kind of what that looks like. Lighting got poor, so we couldn't exactly see, but obviously we can retouch that up. But this is kind of what that hidden joist stuff looks like. I think this looks pretty dang cool. Obviously there will be another coat and stuff, but I don't mind this. And actually the paint adhered well, nice to that silver duct. I'm okay with that look myself. You'll have to let me know down in the comments what you think. This is where we're at right now. I'll give you a backup view. We pretty much got everything cleared out of here. We have a delivery coming in about 10 minutes. So we cleared up space for putting the flooring in here, doors and stuff like that. So we'll just cover that with tarps in the middle of the floor. But we're set up ready to paint this. We threw even more junk in this back room. Like I had mentioned before, we're just gonna plastic that off, and I'll just reset up and paint that little room later. But I'll show you upstairs where we got to. You'll have to let me know what you think there as well. Lighting was just poor last night, and it would have been so much easier to paint this in the daylight, but we did what we could do. So this here is the last room we did, and I think this turned out best for the coating. And mind you, this is just primer. I'll probably just retouch up a couple of these lighter spots because the paint really soaked in well. But yeah, that's what we're looking at for one coat, and it really sticks out where we'll just run a bead of caulking up there and there, you know, some of these spots like this sheet, because that's the last plumbing one I did. None of the screw holes got covered, so we'll do a quick scrape and fill on that, much like up there. but this is kind of what we're looking at. And like I said, I still got to prime this, so when I go and prime this, I'll touch up these other rooms one time. This bathroom, I think, covered really, really well through here. Like you see, just hit some caulking in that corner, caulking in that corner, and it'll look clean. And I don't know if you can see on a close-up here. See that kind of nice wood grain texture on here? I think that's going to turn out okay. It does look unique. I mean, if you're used to just looking at normal texture on a wall, it's different. Here's kind of a wood grain. You can kind of see, and obviously once that gets another coat, should look better. Some of these seams we might hit up more again. But the main objective is we just got to get this covered, because as of right now, we only got 5 days left and this has to be ready. And carpet guys are coming tomorrow. So we got to prime the rest of this today and final coat tonight. And the good thing is about the primer that I have, it's a 1 hour second coat time, 30 minutes for touch up. So this needs to get touched up a little bit more. You can see right up in that vicinity, but for the most part, it's all covered in here. So like I said, it's probably a 5-minute touch up in here, 3-minute touch up in this other bedroom, and then I'll hit this hallway, then hit this stairwell, and after that I'll check back into you. But what we got to do right now, so like I said, we got a delivery coming in 10 minutes, and then I got to run into town and get 4 more 5-gallon things of primer, and we're gonna get 5 gallons, or excuse me, 5 gallons of regular paint. And yeah, hopefully burn all through that, and by the end of the day, hopefully I can get a video out to you and see where in the heck we are, because we got carpet guys coming tomorrow. But we'll see where we're sitting after the end of the day. All right, J-Bro's back here. I just got done priming. Take a peek, see what you think of these open joists. I kind of dig them. Obviously, it looks like I missed a couple spots, but when you're kind of going all over, it starts to look all the same. But these kind of look pretty interesting. Obviously, I'm going to need another coat on this because this stuff wasn't sanded, so it was all super rough. So you can kind of see it almost going to need a coat of primer, another coat of primer. But here's the walls. I think those are looking pretty good. I'll probably do a quick random touch-up on these walls. But if you're from the video, can you really tell that those are plywood walls? Minus, of course, my corner. But if that corner was cocked, I don't even know if you could tell that these are plywood walls. But that's that area. This is this area here. I think that turned out pretty good. Obviously, still drying some spots. Obviously, over there I need to hit up. And I still kind of have everything over tucked in here. The only thing that needs to be primed now would be the ceiling. But like I mentioned before, that's just going to have to get done later. But this is kind of what this is starting to look like. It's starting to take shape. I'll walk you upstairs quick. So the goal is I'm going to let all this primer set up for an hour, and then second shift will come in, and yeah, hopefully this is a stairwell. Hopefully we can get all the primer touch up going, and these bedrooms up here, I don't have any lights on up here really to show you, but you kind of get the idea. But these rooms are done, and I see I need to hit up there. So when I probably touch up the stairwell one more time, I don't know how I missed up there. I swear I hit that again, but maybe the plywood is still sucking material in. But yeah, that's where we're at on this operation. Like I said, I think it's the 10th today. Only have 5 days to go. Carpet guys are supposed to be here tomorrow. The only thing that's probably going to push the carpet guys back a day is when they did my delivery of the cabinets. As you can see, the doors are right here. The flooring's right there. Is they didn't have my pad for my carpet. So I'm gonna have to find out where exactly that pad is, because the delivery guy didn't know. So I gotta figure out where that pad is at, and then I'll do that when I head home here for supper. And yeah, see if they can even come tomorrow. If not, that's probably not the worst thing in the world, because that would allow me to come back tonight, touch up everything with primer, let it dry overnight, even though this can be second coated within an hour. Paint it tomorrow, and then they did say possibly they could come back or come out Thursday. So that might be the day I end up having them come out. So that's where we're at. So everybody's still nervous. I'm not really. The only thing I'm nervous about, which I probably won't be able to get done, is that flooring, because I'm not certain I'll be able to get help with that to get that done in time. But if we can get the cabinets hung, you know, doors, those don't take any effort at all. Yeah, we're gonna be close. We're gonna be close, but I'm still liking the transformation from a week ago. So, like I said, this is kind of where we're at with the open joist. Like I said, I kind of like this slatted wood in here. That kind of just gives it something interesting and unique. But I guess that's where we're at. Excuse me, that's where I'm at right now. I'm gonna get out of this haze, and yeah, we'll just keep seeing where we can get to. All right, we'll see where second shift got us. This is all primed up, not as splotchy. Up there is primed up. You can kind of see where some of the stuff has bled through. And a lot of this stuff got hit a second time too, so that stuff's really, really aggressive. It might have to be touched up again. Yeah, that's the bathroom there. This looks pretty good. Yeah, just take a peek, see if there's nothing that's blatantly obviously missed. Because really, once that primer's on and then you get this heavier stuff on, obviously that's what it is. So that's no big deal. We're not painting that far today. Yeah, really where we sit is we're gonna fire up the finished paint here, and hopefully, like I said, I don't know if I mentioned yesterday, but my carpet pad was not on a delivery. So they're behind on that, and that's gonna get out here. I'm gonna have to go pick up that tonight, and the carpeting guys are going to come out tomorrow. So there'll be carpet in these bedrooms, and with the paint being dried by tomorrow, finished coat, yeah, kitchen cabinets will be in. We'll probably get going on these floors in the bathrooms so we can get some toilets hooked up and whatnot. But yeah, I would say I'm 50-50 on nervous whether we're going to be able to pull this off or not, but I don't know. With extra help, we might be able to blast this out, but I'll probably holler back once it's painted, because it's kind of the same old now. Like I said, whole house is primed, so we're doing something right. And yeah, get the whole house painted here and see how we roll. Yeah, second shift failed big time, and the big time fail, the whole upstairs got painted, and as I was coming down, the sprayer took a crap. So this is the sprayer I was using. It was something my mom had. She bought it a long time ago and never used it. Well, it was working so great and I was all excited, whatever, and then it quit working. So needless to say, painting's not done, and I had to run up because carpet guys are coming tomorrow, and I got a different sprayer, because what do you do? I mean, I'm so pot committed on this. So got that, and then third shift is going to come over and paint the rest of this. But in all reality, the painting doesn't take that long. It's more of the messing around than anything, because I would say probably 2 gallons or 2 5-gallon, excuse me, 2 25-gallon things of paint and we would be done. So, and these shoot pretty quick, so I just had to let you know the frustration. And sometimes it is what it is, but the upstairs, that paint for the final coat, which I'll show you tomorrow, covered so well. Actually, you can see a little bit right here. So there's the primer there, and there's the paint. So the paint is, which is my favorite paint that we've always done in all the places, is agreeable gray. So that's what we're aiming for. But yeah, I'll probably holler back tomorrow, and hopefully it's all done and dried. Wow, the whole house is painted, final coat. 4 days to go, including today. So it would be Thursday today. There's the pad. My mom delivered that this morning because that had just come in. Here's the laminate plank flooring that we'll be putting in. Well, one will go in here and the other one will go in the upstairs bathroom. Pretty much carpet guys will be here this afternoon. So what I need to do before they get here is this bathroom here. So I'm gonna put the laminate flooring down in here first, get that done. That way they can do their nice transition for with the door here. So I'll do the laminate flooring and then install the door, and that's done. After that, I will need to do these steps. I've got the treads for that. So hopefully I can kind of show you what I'm gonna do there, and I'll take you along for the ride on that. And then once that's done, the last room I'm assuming they'll carpet is this room. And then I'll do this flooring here and install that door as well. So that's what's in store for today. And what's kind of crazy when you get to this stage of the project, the fact that the kitchen walls and stuff like that are painted, all these cabinets and stuff, they can all get unboxed and put where they belong. The vanity and stuff like that can get put where it belongs. So all this stuff disappears in like seconds. So it's always crazy how fast this process goes, because as of right now, like I said, we got 4 days to go. All this stuff needs to be gone. New flooring needs to be put down, carpet, so on and so forth. Seems like a lot, but we'll see what we can do. All right, 20 minutes later, floor's down. Just need to cut that little scrap in, but really I don't need to because it's under a vanity. And I might end up just notching this flooring out. Just don't know exactly what size of vanity is going to be here, so normally I just go around the vanity, but yeah, I just wanted to get it done and not have to worry about it. That way the carpet guys got an edge to come up to. So on to the next operation. Something about getting some new treads on the steps. They're a little bit more comfortable. So I've got all the tops on right now, secured. And what I ended up doing, because this is kind of a different edition than over here, so I wasn't able to secure this earlier on, so that's why I had the temporary steps here. But now that all the stuff is done with this subfloor, I was able to screw this subfloor to the deck, and now basically all I need to do is cut the bottom leg off there to make that flat. This one here will then just get mounted to the side here, and just possibility on the, I don't know how the carpet guy is going to want to finish when I attach this here. I'm not worried about the middle one, which side it is, because these can easily span that distance. And yeah, I'll do the same thing and attach it here, and then I might have to do a filler board in here, or whatever we decide to finish up at the bottom. Maybe I do some wood at the bottom for a finish, or they just wrap it and kind of carpet. We'll see on that. But once I get this done, with the flooring done upstairs in the bathroom, they can do all their stuff from all the way upstairs and all the way down here. And then all I have to do then next is what I mentioned before, is jump on this bathroom, which will take no time at all. After that's done, I will get some of these doors moved and placed where they're going to be, so they're not sitting in the middle. Once I move all those doors, I'll probably be able to put you guys on video when I unbox the cabinets and get those placed. There's just too much moving, too much stuff going on and stuff like that for me to give you a video of the stuff I'm doing. Otherwise I would. But yeah, I'll be back here after a bit, and hopefully it keeps going steady as it is. Hey, J-Bro's popping in here. I said I wasn't gonna get a photo until I got some finished paint on. Well, we got finished paint on. Basically what got rolling is that's how it looks finished. I don't know about you, but plywood and painting actually looks pretty damn good. That's where the closet is. That's a little Barbie doll door there. That's corner pantry. That's the door that will be going there. These are the cabinets we picked up. Dishwasher will be going there. Cabinet, range cabinet, fridge. Yeah, here's what we got looking from this angle here. Carpet guys were here last night. Carpet's here. This will obviously get carpeted. There's the door for the bathroom, half bath. And this is the closet entryway, depending on what a renter decides to want to do with that. And then I'll show you the ceilings up here. I think these turned out pretty cool. I'm sure it's one of those gigs. Either you like this type of ceiling or you don't. But I'm pleased with how it turned out for what we were looking for. So I can't complain with this at all. And I'll show you the bedroom in here too, because I didn't show you that. So yeah, I don't know. I was pleased, and then spraying that vent through there, I don't know, it turned out just fine. Any stuff that you kind of see that's not fully finished is because I just haven't got to it. Like there's corners there where I'll run bead a caulk down and then just take and paint that, kind of like similar to that corner. But overall, I mean, you see the wood grain, that's basically the texture. So I think that turned out pretty good. Excuse me, pretty good. Finally got to my steps. Very pleased. I don't have to walk up those rickety things anymore. I'm going to work on the kick plates right away today, because when the carpet guys come back today, we want to knock that out. We'll see how the guys have been coming along up here. And there's my, I was actually two treads short of the MBF, and I had two oak ones lying around, so I had to burn those up. Yeah, so this is bedroom here, all painted, of course. Carpet pad down. So yeah, that's what we're looking at here. I think that turned out good. Got flooring down in here. And there's the toilet and the vanities downstairs. But yeah, overall I thought that turned out good. Bedroom here. And like I said, any of the touch-ups you see, like these edges here and there, we're going to hit those with caulk and then paint over it. So I think, once again, and for some reason, you know, these spots like this had just gotten missed. So what we'll probably end up doing, we'll fill these holes, might do a little bit of sanding, fill them, and then just touch up paint over them, so you won't see those and you won't see these. And really, had we had more time, really, if I would have given my mom, because she's the one that did the bulk of this filling, if I would have given her another week of time, she would have had this so ridiculously nice. But yeah, basically every wall you could say would have been as cool as like this wall here, or you know, like this wall here. I don't know if you can really see that well, but like I said, once again, this has turned out great. And like I said, pad and stuff down in this room. So like I said, really there's probably about 5 hours of total work up here, and this is all done. And yeah, like I said, this turned out really good. But that's kind of where we're at. I probably won't do any more videos on this until it's done. But I do have a 10-day challenge that I started taking videos from the last time I said I wasn't going to do another photo or a video. I have a 10-day challenge video that's coming out, and it'll go day by day from basically 7 days ago, because I have 3 days to finish, which is today's Friday, tomorrow's Saturday, and I want to be done with this by Sunday. So I've been doing that challenge right now. So far, I'm living up to meeting that challenge, and there might be some minor details of stuff that aren't done. Like, I don't think this back room will fully be done, but it'll be dang close. It'll be painted, it'll be cleaned out, and stuff like that. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you think about finished plywood walls. And like I said, it's only on me wanting it to get done faster is why we didn't even take it to the next level of finish, because you could make this finish even better with just a little bit more time. But please like, subscribe, comment down below. J-Bro's out. All right, J-Bro's back in here. Day 7, fully painted. Carpets here. I need to knock out this flooring, which I mentioned. Doors sitting there ready to go. This room's a disaster. Cabinets are unpacked, ready to go. Doors unpacked. Need some flooring. That door's ready to go. This room, I'm not even going to go back there because it's a disaster, but I guess I'll have to show you anyway. After carpet's done, this will be out of here. So got this so you can walk around. Next thing, I got the steps ready to go. So much nicer walking on legit steps. I got to get kick plates on this so this can get carpeted today. The carpet guys were not able to finish yesterday. They just rolled in a little bit late. Steps done here. And then pad in this bedroom. So that's where we're at here. Making great progress. So I don't slow them up here. First thing I got to do, of course, pad stuff down in this bedroom. Looking great. Something about getting pad down and then getting the carpet down. You know, you just know the rooms and stuff like that are almost done. After the final coat and stuff like that, and once the carpet goes down, we'll probably just have to put some drop cloths around and then go around and touch up spots like this and stuff and things to clean those up a little bit, because the guy really didn't know what you wanted to see and what you didn't want to see. Well, we kind of really don't want to see stuff like that. Like this stuff here, this doesn't really bother me too much. It kind of gives it some curb appeal. But maybe that should get touched up too. But it's kind of one of those deals. How far do you want to take it? I mean, if we would have spent another week on mudding and taping and stuff, you know, you couldn't even tell if it's plywood or drywall. But this is the flooring that's down here. Toilet's here. Vanity just needs to get carried up. But that's done there. So that's where we're at. This is day 7. I only got 3 days to go to meet that 10-day challenge. Right now, we're on pace. Second shift's been doing good. We had third shift in yesterday. So, yeah, 3 more days of decent productivity, and we'll be right there, but more to come. Well, back here on Saturday, carpet's done. That's kind of what we're looking at here in this room. I think this turned out really nice. They did a really nice job on the edging, so my vinyl planking will butt right up to that. What I'm probably going to do right away today I'm going to pull this door out of here, clean this up, put this vinyl planking down in here. I have the toilet. I'll hook that up, get that going and operational, and then set the vanity and set the door. And they also did a really nice job here on this set down. This transition was a little bit higher than this here, so I'll be able to put a nice little edge on that. My door should sit in there super good. I did get to putting up these cabinets here, so that's what we're looking at again. So those are hung and ready to go. Another thing I'll end up doing in here is just cleaning all this stuff up. I'll take the bags of extra pad and stuff out of here. I had these 3 plywoods here loose yet because I still needed to get under the floor, so those will all get screwed down today as well. Then the next thing I'll be doing, yep, and here's kind of what the steps look like. I thought they did a really nice job on these, and I did go to a little better pad, like a stain resistant pad, so no, like, you know, pet stains or whatever will sink into the pad, so that just helps make the carpet last longer, and obviously the pad as well. But this is the bedroom here. I mean, it's super comfy in here, and with the open ceilings downstairs as well. Another reason why for the thicker pad and thicker carpet is for sound deadening down below. But yeah, everything and more as far as the feel up here is what I was looking for. Yeah, probably what I'll end up doing before I do that downstairs, I forgot, I'll probably pop in this toilet up here and get the vanity in up here. I forgot I don't have the vanity here for the downstairs. That's in my trailer at home, so I gotta haul that here. So I'll probably do this upstairs one first. And here's the top for the vanity, and I brought up all the doors and stuff. So yeah, so basically got our work cut out for us. But the part I like the most, which I've probably mentioned to you guys about this stage of the builds, you're no more having to do a couple things to take step forwards and take steps back. It's like once you do it, you're finished, you're done, you're on to the next thing. So that's the best thing about checking boxes off at this point. So that's kind of where we're at. It's kind of just clean all this crap up and out of here. And yeah, and I kind of decided when I start the vinyl plank in this room, not that you guys really care, I'm going to start in this corner and run the floor this way. So I think normally you like to run the flooring the ways of the windows when you come in, but for some reason I just feel like this flooring should run this way. So when you're coming from the kitchen, I just feel like it should run this way. And plus, if I start in this corner here, I'll stack this way, get to here, and I will be able to work my floor back to that room. And that's the last room I intend to do. So I can get all this flooring down and then, you know, get the appliances over here and out of my garage and stuff like that. So this would basically be all done. This would be all done. Yeah, and hopefully we're putting kind of the end game finish on tomorrow. But that's where we're at. We'll see where I can get to. Okay, basically I knocked out the flooring in here, toilet there, vanity there. I thought this turned out pretty sweet for, you know, turning under a stairwell into the bathroom. I think that's one of the cool space savers. Right now the main room is getting cleaned up from the back so we can paint back there, and we just started into flooring right here, and the main objective is get all this flooring done across here. Then after that it's all the detail trim, and hopefully middle of next week electricians will come in and be done. Obviously I'm not going to meet, didn't need to see me, obviously I'm not going to meet the deadline that I wanted to, but we still made insanely good progress. So if I can have this floor done by tomorrow, that'd be a good win. And then the day after have the back room there painted. But that's where we're at right now. I'll give you an update. Hey, popping in here, just getting close to wrapping up this plank flooring, vinyl plank flooring that is. Going down pretty easy. I think it looks great. I got this whole corner here full of junk sitting there, but yeah, really had nice transitions here. I think that looks great with the carpet, going up the steps here, whatnot. Yesterday was the last day of me trying to get this done by the 15th. Today is Monday the 16th. So we failed, but in all reality, I think the push was good to kind of set a deadline. We are at the very end. I just need to probably Wednesday, which would be 2 days from now, I'm gonna swing up, grab the countertop, and yeah, get that installed. But tomorrow I'll knock out the rest of this floor and get some paint going on up there, and we should be good to go. I'll probably do one more video of the flooring being done, and then after that I'll probably do a full separate video on the full completion. But yeah, this is where we're at. Not done, but almost there. I am gonna take this here to looking like new. Hey, J-Bros back here. This is 7 days later from my last video here. So as I had mentioned, I wasn't going to make the deadline and stuff, but here's what we got going on right now. This is all floored, all painted. These boards and stuff I'll need to get out of here. Door in here, sink and stuff operational. Got the window around there trimmed up, needs to be painted. Door on for the pantry, trimmed up. Fridge is just sitting there temporary, obviously. Microwave, stuff like that. This turned out really nice, I think. Let me get you a little better depth here. This room turned out great. We finished this room yesterday. This is obviously operational, which I think turned out to be a good deal. You know, really what slowed me down so much on getting this to where it needed to be was just the sheer amount of odds and ends of plumbing. I mean, just all the simple trivial stuff. But yeah, that's where that's at. But I'm gonna pop you down here in the crawl space basement, because I did get the softener plumbed in. I did clean this up another wave, but there's the softener here. So I got this all hard plumbed right there. Looked kind of pretty, I think. So I was proud of that. I need to put a cap on there, and then that's good to go. But down here, nice and clean. So this is done and stuff. Got salt in the softener. Right now I just have it on bypass. I've got to, because I initially with this floor for this closet, I was initially going to drop a whole another 3/4 inch subfloor through this whole place, but then that was me when I was going to keep the old subfloor on here, so I ended up removing that 3/4 inch old crap and then just put new stuff down. So that's why this is here. So I'm going to have a slight step up going in this closet, but it's no big deal. So I got to do a little bit of flooring in there, which will take a couple seconds. There's a door for that. This room is kind of the disaster zone. There's all my trim. This is all pretty much ready to roll. Tonight, I'm going to get this floor down, and this is basically ready to go. Here's the bathroom down here. I will show you what that looks like, because I think the last time the wife was trying to tell me she wanted this vanity that we had from this older project, and I just couldn't do it. So we put this new vanity and faucet in here. And I haven't gotten to the mirror, which is sitting there. And then the toilet is right there. So that's that. I'll show you upstairs. And yeah, obviously you've seen the carpet. I just put the plastic on here to protect that. You know, once again, I think the walls and stuff, I did get the doors on up here. There's the stuff that needs to be picked up. But this is done. And yeah, there's the door. I did get the door on here as well. I just did these a few minutes ago. Wife did the door handles. I did want to say a shout out to my mom for doing the money and taping and helping to get to this point. Shout out to Steve for popping in and doing a bunch of odds and ends for me with the plywood help and some other stuff. And then also Charles and Brian for doing the carpet and doing a great job. But yeah, here's the bathroom up here. Check out this faucet. Wife picked that up. Little rain flow or waterfall, whatever they call it. That's all hooked up, not leaking. Yeah, this is pretty simple, pretty nice, I think. And yeah, doors on in this operation as well. So basically they just need to be trimmed out. But I would say on the upstairs, there's probably maybe an hour and a half left up here of trimming. The stuff that would take a lot more time and it'll just be gotten to whenever we can is touching up some of the corners and honestly jamming out these windows. These ones aren't too bad, but some of these windows, oh my god, they're like, you can see where this jam is just a disaster. So we'll see what I end up doing on there, but that's for a different moment in time. I'll probably do this video part of the 10-day challenge, and then after tonight I'll do the last follow-up, and then there will be no more stuff with this. But I wanted to let you know, obviously we didn't meet the challenge, but if you don't set a date, you don't push yourself, and we did come a long way from where it's at. And basically from the 10-day challenge, this would ultimately be 17 days. So yeah, that's where we're at. But all in all, this is coming along pretty good. But by tonight, everything will be out of here, and that floor up front will be done. And yeah, it'd be looking good. But I'll touch base with you later today. Just a quick run through. I got the flooring done up front, but I kind of want to just show you what's going to happen here in the next probably 2 hours. This room is basically cleaned out. That needs to stick around for a little bit of touch-up paint. Those are the outside lights. This room's done. This just needs all this stuff taken out of here because we pretty much don't need any of these supplies here anymore. This stuff here, we don't need any of this stuff here anymore. So that needs to get hauled away. So I brought over some totes to throw stuff in. We don't need all these ladders, but probably one. We're done with this stuff over here. This is all trim, so that just needs to get put in. So that's good here. Cardboard gone. Those screens just need to get put back on. Those two soffits need to get put on under this porch here. I just finished this floor here. I thought that turned out great. So that's where we're at on this front. So right now I'm starting from this room here, cleaning everything back towards the kitchen dining, and this is really the biggest mess. And I'll holler back here in a couple hours, and like I said, pretty much the upstairs is all cleaned out. So this is the main focal point, just to clean stuff up, bring what needs to go to the dump, and we should be looking pretty good. Hey, just popping in here, end of the day. I got that door on, that's trimmed out over there. I think that little front turned out great. Obviously we hauled the appliances over. I think this kitchen is just gonna look great. I got this flooring done in this other spot. Bring my light with because I don't have light here yet. And I thought this back entry turned out great, so I'm glad we went to this vinyl plank flooring in here. So this is just a phenomenal nice closet, super cleaned up. just so much better than it was. And then it was kind of funny, this door, I did not plan for that door to open up and be like perfect next to that bump out, but if you think about it, it's so darn neat because the door's stuck over there, so you don't have to worry about hitting the knob because the bump out's there. So I thought that was kind of one of those things you just run into. But yeah, once again, you know, we just keep throwing time at this place, and obviously we got a ton of stuff hauled out of here today. There's no doubt tomorrow this is all going to be cleaned up and gone. I just ran out of gas. I had to move some other stuff at the house, move stuff from here, haul the appliances over here, get those set up, so on and so forth. But we're making headway. Tomorrow I'll do one more video here, quick update of where we're at. And obviously I want to say we're 9 days or so past my 10-day challenge. So tomorrow we'll be sitting a lot better, but that'll be the last video I do from this operation, because after that photos will be up and then try to get it rented. We'll see you tomorrow. Hey, popping back in here. So this is basically, let's say, almost the 20th day of me trying to get this operation done. This is basically the last video I'll do here. This is where we got to. Basically today's Tuesday, so basically Thursday, Friday, electricians are coming to finish up what they need to do. The 26th, the dishwasher will be, so I'm kind of using this as a storage cubby for my tools. So basically dishwasher's coming. Once the electrician comes, then we'll get the range pushed back. So that's done and ready. Obviously pantry's trimmed out, ready to go. I got this basically trimmed out here, ready to go. I thought this turned out pretty cool. The trim ended up working out really nice around there. Just some detailed touch-up stuff. Yeah, so this room is basically done. The kitchen is basically done. I got to pick up my kick plate. I forgot about that. Living room is trimmed out. As soon as I break down the saw, this is what I got left for trim here. Not much. Got this room basically done. Thought this turned out good. Did a little vacuuming here. Trimmed that out. Trimmed out the bathroom. Got the mirror up, so that looks cool. Toilet obviously just needs some power. And once we get back here, I got to put this soffit up on that. But this turned out cool. All trimmed out. Minus a door. That's what's going to slow me up another one of these days. I got to spend probably a half a day doing jam extensions on some of these windows and stuff. So that's why the windows aren't trimmed out yet. But other than that, yeah, and then these tight ones here, I've got to trim those out. I didn't leave enough room for the trim, so that was my fault. And then this closet turned out pretty cool. We were already using this for like vacuums, brooms, and stuff. So yeah, kind of a unique closet that a guy ends up putting in, but comes in handy. So this is the junk that I can't take out yet, far as the ladders, because electricians will need that stuff, and I'll take the garbage today when I leave. So that's that. I'll give you a quick run upstairs. This will be the last time I'm doing this, and you've already seen it many times. So doors trimmed out for the most part. I got to take this one home as well, rip that because my table saw is not here, but this is vacuum clean. Once again, same thing with the windows. Got to get those jammed out right and trim those. These are basically trimmed out. Once again on these, because that's so tight, I got to take those and rip those trims a long way out. Bathroom is basically done, minus the light for the electricians. Yeah, and like I said, these rooms are pretty much the same all around. So this is basically ready to show. And yeah, I would say probably in all reality with where we're at, done 100% on this place. Probably another couple weeks, just because I won't be here every day anymore. But yeah, that was my 10-day challenge turned into a bazillion days. But you can't really rush some of this stuff. It just takes as long as it takes, and that's all there is to it. But as far as I'm concerned, plywood walls experiment there, that took longer than if I was to sub out drywall. You know, they'd have been done in a couple weeks. You know, it ended up taking me probably a month to do all the stuff with plywood. But overall, I would say this is one of the cooler wins that we've done. Oh, the reason up here too, I had that boxed off. When I fired up my plumbing and I took that panel off in that bedroom, I never heated up that water line that I connected up for the bathtub. So one of those is dripping, so I was able to catch that and whatnot. So that's why that's off. So I've got that basically fixed, and I just need to throw up the plywood, and then that's done, and just repatch holes. But that was a screw up that I made, but I caught and whatnot. So yeah, here we are, 1890s remodeling, 100 times better than it was, and somebody will be happy to rent this operation out. But yeah, please like, subscribe, comment down below. J Bros out.